Alright, what I've did so far is I've went ahead and I've placed one wire. What I did with the sharp end of it, went through this bone right here. I've come down through the bone, it pops out through the other side. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can, these two bones are actually two separate bones. You can pop this one free, come back down, cut through here someplace, come back down through the bone, pop out through again, and then finally bring it back down. Now, when you get it to here, underneath this part of the skin where you're going into that is sometimes very difficult to do. It's a lot of touch and feel. You poke through the feathers a lot of times, but once you get it, if you manipulate it, you can manipulate that wire all the way to these feathers right here in this bend. Right here at the very corner of this, there's another joint that sits right in here. And if you manipulate that wire clear into those joints, it'll hold these feathers. As you can see, these are pretty stiff right now. There's hardly no bend to this. Then what I do is I just poke through this wire, run my wire all the way around, come all the way through, pull all the wire through. I make a bend into my wire here, a bend in the end so it don't pull through all the way to that bone. Pull all the wire through as much as I can to get a lot of slack in there, and then poke it through and then tie. What I'm doing is I'm tying this wire back to the bone. I have found that both techniques work pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll tie back into, we'll wrap this wire all the way back up to this area. And it's just as steady in my opinion. I've had just as good luck mounting open wing and closed wing birds doing this. It's just a little less work doing it, but it's still important that you get this wire into this wing. So that's where we're at as of right now. So we're going to continue to wrap this. I've tied it off at the bottom, tied it to the top, tied it at the bottom, and then tied it at the top. And then what I'll do is I'll just wrap through this whole bone right through here with the rest of my deal, tie off at the end. The spider wire is pretty heavy stuff, so it's not going to break it. So